Make a bendy coaster cart.
Okay, guys, I'm going to try to do a paper craft because I haven't done one for a while. Louis does stuff, and I also wanted to do the bendy cart. Back when I did Brute Boris, as you like to call him, Brute Boris needs to throw a bendy cart. So we're going to make him a paper craft, and we got Pepakura up. After an hour worth of work, I realized that the model, you could do the inside and the outside, but let's just print this part and do that part. The axles and the supports I am going to just make by hand because they're itty bitty pieces and I don't want to do all that work. So this page 1 of this PDF is basically all you need for the outside and the seat, and let's give it a whirl. Okay, I'm going to do you guys a bendy cart. I doubled up the paper to make it a little bit stiffer. Now, as you can see, the textures are more brown than before. They used to be a lot yellower. But I just printed this as is. And I will cut. And maybe I'll have to time lapse some of this. I tried to simplify it as much as possible. This is only the outside of it. The other, I'll put both sides, but it's a mess. I didn't do anything to the inside. So I just wanted it to be simple enough for people to make. And this is fairly simple. I still need to buy a copy of Pepakura so that I can make changes to it after I close my computer off. But yeah. I don't think it's that expensive. I just haven't gotten around to buying it, but I never expected anybody to even want to do any of my paper crafts, so I didn't really put any time into them, and that's why people have been looking for them, and I don't have them out there because I have misplaced all the files in the last year that I was doing these. The ink machine, I know some of the files were the wrong ones because I made so many changes to it in the beginning, and I wasn't planning on even releasing it as a paper craft. People wanted it, so I found the files I had, and that's what went out there. So I apologize for that. I'm not going to remake it. It was a lot of work. So, this bendy cart. I've been having a lot of fun making a lot of the props into carts, roller coaster carts on Gmod, and I'll have to show you guys some of that a little bit. But I've kind of everything stopped because of the flooding. I am taking a break because I'm very sore from throwing out everything in our basement. Now I'm just going to go ahead and cut everything out, and then we'll get back to pasting it. So I made it thicker. It feels nice that it's thicker. And I actually will paint the inside or color the inside of the cart so that I don't have to have separate paper. I guess if I had a dual-sided printer, I could have printed it nicely. And eventually, Brute Boris, as you like to call him, will hopefully be able to hold this cart. And that'll be interesting if that fits in his hands. I know it's probably going to be about the right size. Maybe a little big for him. Okay, this is where I wish I could redo the tabs for you guys. These tabs are going to be useless because when you fold these little rims over, there's going to be nothing to glue it to since we didn't do the inside. Up here, the seat does come down, so they may be useful, but some of these tabs are absolutely not useful. I'd say along the door here is unuseful as well, so just ignore those. Just basically all the way around here because they're just going to fold in. I don't even know how we're going to fold that little itty bitty bit of ribbing in there, but that's what we'll have to do. So some of those are unnecessary. Ones on the bottoms, they'll be necessary only because we got to glue it to the base. Okay, so the three main pieces, this one's pretty much cut out. I'm going to cut out the base and then the seat. And then we'll worry about the wheels later. Okay guys, here's another reason why I need Pepakura license so I can edit this file for you. This piece here is absolutely really unnecessary, but unfortunately it has the piece that is necessary that goes up here. And I would take this off because what happens is that piece gets totally hidden, and if I had just attached it to this piece, it would make it sturdier and easier for you guys. And then the base of the chair, there's going to be these little brackets that come down to hold it up, and they're so small in paper, so I'm going to try to just use a pipe cleaner if I can find one that's close to the color I want, yellowish. It's coming together slowly but surely. I was gonna glue from there, but I'm gonna glue around the curve first and then glue it down. I think that's gonna be better. Like I said, there's a lot of tabs that are unnecessary, but once I get around the curve there, get Bendy's face put together.
Bendy facelift, nip and tuck, nip and tuck.
Okay, I know not everybody has insulin syringes for wheels, but I was tired of trying to cut these little things out in paper. You'd always just decorate it with that. But I want to just make these my wheels. So, yeah. Oh! Oh no! What are you doing over there? Oh, somebody
I am heavy weapons guy.
in real life.
Meet the Chonka, no.
Oh.
This is my weapon.
Sometimes.
ASMR, cutting circles. ASMR, cutting circles. Okay, insulin syringes are on. The back wheel turn. The front wheel does not. That's a little hard to make turn. But here we go. Cart. Brute Boris picks up the cart. And
What is that?
you're dead.